Hi there. Today I want to talk a little bit about conspiracy theories in light of the Key Bridge collision. So, my students right now are working on conspiracy theory projects, and some of them are completely bizarre and insane. Things like, is the moon fake? Not even the moon landing, just is the moon fake or not? Some of them have the Jewish space lasers cause California wildfires, which is always fun. Others have the noise from windmills causes cancer, which is a thing that people in power have said. Again, not true. But all of these conspiracy theories are not true. So today, I'm going to be talking about the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse. I'm coming to you today on March 26th, 2024, and this event is not even 24 hours old yet at this point, and we're already getting a slew of conspiratorial nonsense. And it's all kind of familiar, and it's all kind of a bunch of nonsense. To break it down very simply, there was a large container ship last night, and it lost power, and it drifted into one of the pylons on the Francis Scott Key Bridge. If you're from Baltimore like me, you call it the Key Bridge. This caused the Key Bridge to collapse. So already today, just a slew of conspiracy theories revolving around all kinds of nonsense, from things like, oh, the shipping company is woke, and so therefore they had a diversity hire as the captain, which is like, no, it was a power outage. It also, I've seen things like this one. This one about the mayor was fun, where it's like, oh my gosh, this is the mayor, so what do you expect? It's like, is it because he's young? Because he and I went to college together. That's Brandon Scott. He and I went to college together. He's 40. He's 5 years older than the minimum threshold for being the president. The other part of the DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion argument is, oh, is it a DEI thing that this is what the mayor of Baltimore looks like? It's like, no, you got elected with 70% of the vote, and Baltimore is pretty black. If you've seen The Wire, there you go. I'd also like to point out the mayor is not selected by a committee for inclusion. You get elected to that position. It's not like a company filling out like hiring forms. It's a mayoral race that he won with a pretty staggeringly high number. Another thing I saw was, oh, it's because of open borders. Open borders caused the boat to lose power. Did you want to show me on the doll where the open borders did that? I've heard it also be called an infrastructure problem. Oh, it's because we've had bad infrastructure and the bad policies of people made the infrastructure something something. It's like, no, it was a 950-foot long ship that weighed hundreds and hundreds of thousands of tons that crashed into a bridge. It's just physics. It's not a conspiracy. I know it's more exciting to think there's a conspiracy theory, but there isn't. And I'm bringing this up in terms of my conspiracy theory class because I noticed something. I noticed that there were a lot of people who saw this warning of people making roadblock barriers and people saying, hey, don't drive onto the bridge. There's something going wrong. There's going to be an accident. There could be a collision. There could be a catastrophic event. And a whole bunch of people driving around that or fleeing the police to drive across the bridge. And like maintenance is out there with their lights on and everything being like, hey, don't go on the bridge. And people are like, whatever. And I kind of think that maybe that's an effect of all of our conspiratorial nonsense, that we've digested so much of this conspiracy ooze and it's like poisoning people's brains and making them think, well, I know better. You're not going to stop me from crossing the bridge. If I'm driving up to a bridge that's 1.5 miles long and there's a bunch of people already like, nope, don't cross. Do not cross this bridge. And there's sirens out and there's flashing lights. I'm not crossing that bridge. I don't think I know better. Maybe just take some advice and don't go, well, I'm super smart. Because that's what conspiracy theories do. They make you think you're smart. And the dumber you are, the more falsely smart you're going to think that you are. It's not great. It's not great for us as a civilization. And it's only reinforced by nonsense that you read that just wants a scoop and just wants clicks. And it doesn't really care about facts. Ben Shapiro, I agree. Facts don't care about your feelings. Power went out on a boat. Crashed into a bridge. Done. Oh, it was a conspiracy that I brushed my microphone. It's not a conspiracy. Power went out on a ship. Ship crashed into bridge. P.S. Ship big. Physics exists. So we're good. I mean, we're obviously not good. But in terms of believing that, I don't know, the captain was a space alien, I hope that we can make this better. I hope that the families of the people injured and the people that were killed and the people who were injured are able to be helped as best as possible. But clouding up this with a bunch of conspiratorial nonsense, I don't care what sort of cloak you want to put it on. If you want to put it on a political cloak, if you want to put it on a racism cloak, if you're putting it on if you're using a cloak of, oh, this person's not old enough to be the mayor. Yeah, that doesn't change the actual facts. Boat lost power, crashed into bridge. What now?